this is Fernando from COMA Music Magazine doing an interview with Encrypted. We have Jude and Matt. How are you guys doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good.
So, okay, we caught you guys at Colorado Goth Fest 2016. Personally, one of my favorite performances out of the whole festival. Now, you guys have a really cool sound. It has like an old school industrial feel, but not necessarily. I don't think you guys have necessarily a solid industrial background. I mean, I know you guys like some punk rock, all sorts of other genres, maybe some metal. Like, let's talk about some types of music that you guys like.
Well, the interesting thing about our project is we don't really have any electronic music background at all, really. Like
Wow.
I've always been in punk bands. Matt here's always been in death metal bands and stuff. But we both grew up loving like classic industrial music. So like we noticed that there wasn't really a lot of bands who were influenced these days in doing that sort of old school like feel to it. So so when we attempted to do it, I guess it came out really like raw and heavy, So like I think it adds an interesting sound that way.
Yeah, I definitely like those sounds. I mean, I like the synth sounds and the sequences. It's definitely old school. Has that feel to it. I mean, kind of reminiscent of like Ogrom or just older, like almost like a Belgian industrial kind of like like old school feel to it. But then again, like your vocals. I mean, you have like some guttural growls and some reminiscence of maybe some crustcore in there. But so. How did you guys come about, just starting this industrial project?
We were at a party one time and we were just talking about music, and we had common interests in a lot of the older industrial bands. It was pretty random starting the band. We didn't have any equipment. A lot of the shit we wrote was on a little tiny mini keyboard. So we just. We just started writing, and before you knew it, songs just started popping out one after the other, and then we started buying real equipment, and it's been a learning process for the both of us.
Yeah, we had no fucking clue what we were doing in the beginning, so we had a couple rough first shows, even just figuring out how to work a synthesizer, much less like a drum machine, and syncing it all together, man. It's just been it's been a huge learning experience. When we first started, we were like, this is going to be so fucking easy, man. You just press a button on the fucking laptop,
Yeah, that's what we all say, right?
It's been extremely complex and it's been a fucking journey, man.
That's awesome, though. I mean, okay, so you were talking about first shows, and I noticed that you guys opened up for Christian Death.
Oh yeah. When they came over here, yeah, we did.
That's amazing.
That was pretty cool. I'd say there was about five bands all together on that show, but it was a good one.
Yeah. How do you say the La Mansion? There was an opening band that toured with them as well.
Oh, I forgot what they were called, but I think they were from Italy.
Oh, okay. And because I caught that tour, they came through Denver and stuff. Valor is a cool motherfucker. He's a nice guy. They had a great performance over here, and I was watching that show, and I'm like, man, I would love to open up for Christian Death someday. So I was looking at your guys' Facebook page. I'm like, oh, those bastards, they opened up for Christian Death. That's cool, man.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, and then I got your demo CD from Matt over here. And it was pretty cool, man. Like, kind of amazing. I mean, you could definitely hear the rawness in it, like with Jism and Prosthetic Soul and Grim Infliction. Like you really have some raw, heavy duty, just, old school feel to it. Are you guys working on putting an album together, like just a solid album?
We just need to. We already have the whole thing recorded. We need to finish the mastering, and it'll be out.
Yeah, sometimes
we're also on the hunt for a label.
Oh, okay.
So we can make them do that.
Right? Yeah, sometimes the mastering.
It's pretty much done, yeah.
Yeah, it could be a pain in the ass. Yes, so I notice sometimes it's fun writing the music, but then you have to go into the mastering part of it, and it just takes hours upon hours, and it just gets tedious as hell. You know,
I,
I think it's more fun
I,
writing the music and making the music.
yeah. But since our background is metal and punk,
Uh-huh.
when I write shit, I want to create a certain heaviness, but without guitar and bass, because I'm 30. I'm going to be 35 next month, and I've spent my whole life playing in heavy death metal bands, and I wanted to try something completely different. You know, I've never played drums or keyboards in a band, so that's what I do in this band. You know, because it's different. So
Yeah, we got to achieve brutality through electronic means. You know what I mean?
That's cool. That's really cool because I like the direction that it's going. It shows that so metalheads and punk rockers can make some bomb ass industrial, without having an electronic background. Like there's a lot of bands out these days that are just kind of cookie cutter, four on the floor. They all sound the same, and I can't say that about your band at all. I mean, you guys have your own unique sound, which is really cool. And I wanted to talk about your performance at Gothfest. You guys came on after Community FK, and I mean it was just amazing. Like you were spot on with all your with all your gear and playing the keyboards and everything. Matt and Jude, man, what the hell did you have all over you? Like you had like some stuff like all over you. It like reminded me of like ogre or something. Like what was that stuff?
It's just clay, honestly.
It was clay.
Yeah, it's clay because I went to the university for art, so I know
cool.
That's I know a lot about art stuff like that. So just covered myself in it. I think it looks really cool and stuff. I mean, I definitely get a lot of influence from Skinny Puppy and stuff.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite bands. So yeah.
Oh, same here.
And like, people want to go out and see a good performance, so you got to give it to them. Especially in this genre, you could be so creative.
Yeah.
You can really push the artistic side. So
I think it's really boring when you see an electronic show, whether it's industrial or whatever, and you see a guy standing there with a laptop, and then a singer. There has to be some kind of show behind it,
Oh, I agree. I agree for sure. I mean, it's just too common. Somebody's just sitting there with a laptop and not even moving or doing anything.
And that's why I play the majority of the stuff. I actually play it.
Yeah.
We have a backtrack that plays the more simple stuff in the music, but I play the more complicated stuff that I wrote. So.
No, yeah, that was great. I mean, it had a great energy, and you definitely had the audience, way involved. I mean, I was right up there. Like it was badass. So, what's your next show coming up?
Our next big show we're doing is called the San La Muerte Fest. It's a yearly fest they have down here in San Antonio. It's a pretty big deal. I think Grotto, a goth band from Spain, is headlining that one. So
wow,
that's gonna be the next one. So.
Oh, that's gonna be badass. In San
It's
Antonio,
a combination of death rock bands, and industrial. It's a pretty cool fest. We played it last year.
Oh, cool. So what were some of the headliners from last year?
Well, we had Anasazi from New York,
Cemetery
from Chicago, Fangs on Fur from Los Angeles.
Fangs on Fur was awesome.
They were a really good band. Yeah. So it's really cool.
That is really cool. So you're waiting for so basically you're waiting to master your album. You're on the hunt for a label. What are some of your goals coming up here in the near future for Encrypted?
Well, we definitely like playing festivals, and we like to travel.
Cool.
We enjoy playing San Antonio, but every time we go out of state, it's a really good experience for us. I mean, my main goal is to hit Europe.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Awesome. Yeah.
That'd be way cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love to travel too. I mean, just getting out of your element, seeing new things, meeting new people, seeing how the other states are and countries and how people are different, and it's just a great experience, So I mean, that's really cool. You know, you guys like to travel, and you like to play festivals, and you like to get out there. And I could definitely see you playing a lot of festivals here in the near future.
Right. We like to hit up Denver too.
Yeah. Oh
Denver.
yeah. Right on.
If we had the time and money, we would have gone to Denver just to check it out. But
Well,
we got jobs back home and things we got to do. So.
Well, we should get you guys up here sometime, for sure. You know, I'd love to play a show with you guys. That would be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Well, right on. So let's go back to some of your songs. Okay, Prosthetic Soul. What is that song about? Like as far as the lyrics and the feel behind it.
Honestly, it's well, he actually wrote all the music. He definitely writes it, and then I do the lyrics. But what the lyrics are about, just I don't know how to explain it. It's just kind of like just the struggles in life that you're going through. Whether it be you're struggling with addiction or alcohol. It's more or less about that, and just the choices that you miss and you take in life. I like to keep my lyrics very open for interpretation, very vague. I think they're easier to relate to when you do them like that. But
oh, I agree. That's cool.
That's the most. I'd say probably the slowest song we have. Very very depressing. I was in a pretty dark place when I wrote the music to that. If you hear it, it's very sad sounding.
It's a great outlet, though. At least for me, like writing something super dark and super depressing, like it just like expels some of the negative energy that I have personally. When writing a song like that, personally, it would make me feel better to write a song that's so depressing and dark.
Right.
So this is pretty much a short interview. Just wanted to touch base with you guys, get you guys on the COMA site because we're gonna have we'll have this article up here in a few. We also have the Community FK interview, and we'll have a Ritual Aesthetic interview. But it was great talking to you guys. A little insight into what's behind the scenes for Encrypted. I would love to see you guys in Denver sometime soon. That would be great.
Hell yeah.
All right, so this is Fernando reporting for COMA Music Magazine with Encrypted. Jude and Matt, you guys have a great day. All right.
You too. Good talking, man.
Thanks.